So we was talking about
It's getting real.
yeah, coronavirus and shit. You know, me, I ain't been to I ain't wore a mask since it started unless I'm going to somebody's establishment and they require it.
Yeah.
You know, but like you said, I know some people who've been sick from it and everything. So I'm not gonna really downplay it or upplay it. You know, it is what it is, and you know what I'm saying. Be precautious out there. You know, if you feel like it's a whole bunch of people somewhere or whatever it is, just be precautious. I ain't gonna tell you to wear no mask. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. Just take care of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, do what you feeling with that one. Like, I don't knock nobody. I be driving. I be seeing motherfuckers like in whole squad masked up in the car. And I see motherfuckers with no mask. And yesterday I saw a motherfucker in the front driving with the mask on, and my man was in the back seat with the mask on. Like, hey, move how you move, bro. I ain't knocking you.
Yeah.
No, shit. Hey, protect your life how you see fit.
What get me though is when I see people in the car by themselves with the mask on.
Yeah, that one fucked me up too. But again, hey.
It's like,
again, do whatever you think is best. I ain't judging you. Shit. You know? Because at one point, it felt like something was outside. Like when it first jumped off.
That's because the air was clean and they wasn't, all the airplanes wasn't flying around. The air was clean and you was like, I've never smelled air this clean before.
Probably. I'm outside. I'm like,
the sky was pretty.
You know?
I was outside walking the dog on Facebook, like just pointing the camera up at the sky, like wasn't no clouds, wasn't no chemical trails from the airplanes, nothing.
Say niggas' bodies had to adjust to this new air. My body ain't used to this level of cleanliness.
Right.
Oh yeah, so it was scary though. It was scary for me because you know my daughter not a what's that shit called? She not asthmatic, but you know she's had some breathing problems. So when I found out that niggas with breathing problems was the niggas who was dying the fastest, it was like, oh shit, hell, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay in the house, little baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't think you outside at all. You know, I'm out here living my best life, but I could deal with me dying. Cool, I can take responsibility for that. I can't take responsibility for you dying, so I'm gonna do everything that I can to prevent that. So, I mean, you know, as any father would, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna be a jackass, cool, I could do that on my accord, but I'm not gonna be a jackass. Or
where it put you in jeopardy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I'm the same way. I ain't gonna be a jackass where it put nobody in jeopardy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I go in stores and, you know what I'm saying, in places, for one, I need shit out of your establishment. If I didn't need nothing, I wouldn't even fucking come in here. So if you ask me to put a mask on in your establishment, yeah, I'll put that shit on.
Yeah.
But when I get the fuck back outside, that bitch coming off as soon as fresh air touch my motherfucking nose, that shit coming off.
Yeah, I can't breathe with the motherfuckers on. As soon as I get in, it's either here or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's definitely never. A lot of that problem is because they selling them fake ass masks. A lot of the masks ain't fit for you to be able to breathe through them bitches.
Yeah.
But
what's some other current events? I'm gonna hit you with some little politics real quick. I ain't gonna ask you who you voting for because that's some personal shit. But I am gonna ask you what you think about this the way that the presidential debates and they ain't had a debate yet, but the way that the campaigns is going, the way that they the way how they attacking each other.
Historically, I've always looked at like the attacking each other is just, I found shit to be immature. You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck I'm supposed to teach my kids not to, if they ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And the goddamn motherfuckers who's running for president and Congress is out here just spewing hate and saying whatever it take to make another motherfucker not look good to other people. You know what I'm saying? I think like America don't think about that impression that they put on kids and some of these adults who don't think like adults. But it's like, oh, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've watched debates where they just be flat out dissing. Like I'm watching WWF or some shit, you know, and it make you not wanna deal with that shit. Make you feel like I'd rather be voting or listening to some motherfuckers who was mature on some Barack Obama shit. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say about Barack Obama. I tell you one thing. He showed a black man or any man how the fuck you should conduct yourself at all times. I've never seen this nigga get out of pocket. Like, never seen this nigga do nothing but walk cool and talk like he prepared himself to answer your questions. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you can prepare yourself. Like we talking right now, we ain't wrote shit down. We ain't got no script. But when you've been prepared, like when somebody give you the questions that they're gonna ask you before you get the questions, you know, before you do the interview, you can definitely prepare yourself to talk like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like and ain't nobody gonna ask you a question that's outside of what's there. You know, you can definitely prepare yourself for that. So that's partially how he was able to do it. Me, I kind of like what's going on right now with Trump and Biden. As far as the presidential, you know what I'm saying, the way they going at each other. Mm. The reason I say I like it is because, like, you never see more truth come out of people than when they in the heat of the moment, than when they in the argument.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I pride myself on not lying. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because that shit too hard to remember. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just, you know what I'm saying, tell the truth and deal with whatever the fuck the consequences is right there from the start.
And it ain't an easy thing to do.
And that's kind of like what I'm seeing with Trump and Biden. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, I'm seeing both of them. They going at each other. And a lot of truth is coming out about, you know what I'm saying, about both of them and their characters. Here's the thing. I really don't give a fuck about somebody's character when it come down to, you know what I'm saying, politics or running the country. I care about, you know what I'm saying, what you get done while you're in office. Mm-hmm. You know, so like everybody who really mad at Trump, mad at him because of his personality or his character, whatever it is that he portraying to the people. And
yeah,
you know, and me personally, I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about policy. And I'm not saying I'm voting for Trump. I'm not saying I'm voting for Biden because that ain't none of these motherfuckers who listen in business. And even now with Biden, because Biden is doing the exact same thing that Trump is doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm glad that this is going on because it lets people see that, you know what I'm saying, these people are human. You know what I'm saying? With Barack Obama, it was like we had a fucking robot as a president.
Bro, I've never seen politics perform so perfectly.
Yeah. You know, don't get me wrong, you had, you know, some of the media was against him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't real heavy. They wasn't really, you know, really against him like that.
It was. But you know how he handled them? Let me be clear. That is not what I said. What I said was, that's how he handled it. Yeah, I'm like, this nigga's a bristus. This is what a politician is.
This
nigga got it.
I don't like that.
A lot of people don't like it, and that's why we got Trump.
I like for you to deal with the problem at hand.
You know what
I'm saying?
The newer generation like that Trump shit because they used to reality TV. They used to a motherfucker exposing themselves. But the older generation, they used to motherfuckers being politically correct, so they adore Barack Obama. It is extremely appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Agree. Because they used to a president walking a certain way and talking a certain way. Hi, how's it going? And that little wave where they just...
They used to a motherfucker being professional, and Trump moonwalked all over that shit. Fuck professional. I heard fake news out of. We're not gonna talk to you. Like, whoa! We never heard a professional do that before.
But can you blame it? You know what I'm saying? Can you blame it?
I don't.
You know, if that's what's going on. Like even with Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying? It's like the way he got his, you know, the ads and stuff going at Trump. Yeah. It's like I like that because it's showing that these people are human and that they make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like with Barack Obama, it was like
a fucking robot.
It was almost like Jesus was president.
Jesus was president.
Yeah, but Jesus still let all the Jesus. This what people not understanding. But this nigga was Jesus on camera and invaded. This the only president in history that invaded 7 countries.
And
killed all of the leaders.
It has done no wrong. Right now, no. I'm saying, like, as far as the people go, there ain't a blemish on his shit. Yeah. Not one. Right now, he speak on his own blemish. He be like, killing Gaddafi might have been the worst thing my presidency was involved in.
Exactly.
And it was. Cause Syria's fucked up right now. But anyway.
Libya is like, they got a slave trade going on right now.
Libya, yeah. Even if, because we don't know for sure, but even the fact that there's rumors of it, you know what I'm saying, is fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Them rumors is like, okay, like I said, we'll talk about Detroit. In Detroit, so we think the Chinese restaurants cook cats and dogs on Tuesdays and Thursdays or some shit. It's Tuesday, Thursdays?
I don't know what days it is, but I always heard they cook cats.
They cook cats and dogs. And you would be like, yo, them niggas cook cats and dogs. And then recently, or however long ago it was, Trump like, it's officially illegal to sell people cats and dogs. What? You mean to tell me that shit was true?
Exactly. But
I thought that shit was just a rumor. I know it's real now because a nigga made a law.
And that's exactly why I say I like the way that the politics is going right now. You know, I like Trump talking about Biden. I like Biden talking about Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the most amount of truth you're gonna get out of somebody is when you're having an argument. Yeah, heated discussion. When they're having an argument. Like when Trump told Hillary tried to like clown Trump on stage, she was like, "And I'm glad that we don't have anyone with the temperament of Donald Trump as the president of the United States." And then he picked up his mic and was like, "'Cause you be in jail." Like that shit was cool as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't know. Look, I don't know whether Hillary done shit to go to jail or not. But the fact that he said that shit on national TV was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can see that this is a real person right here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I get about of all of it.
Yeah. Even when he be like, I like that he brought attention to, okay, and again, it's not a fucking rally for Trump. Y'all don't paint it as that. But when the nigga say, what the fuck he say? That's fake news. Niggas had no idea that news could even be fake until he started saying that shit. Yeah. You never even thought for a second.
In the know knew.
In the know, but the average American had no idea that the potential of news being fake was even possible. And when he said that shit, it should have made some of y'all be like, when you watching the news, like, damn, is this fake news? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and that's it, you know. So I'm one of the people that appreciate how human he is and what that brings to the presidency. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, you know.
I'm pretty much the same way when it comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the human aspect of it.
Just finding the good out of a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? Niggas always talk about the lesser of two evils and all that shit. He's the lesser of two evils, bro.
I can definitely agree with that. With all of the shit that's been going on and throughout history, you know what I'm saying, that's finally getting exposed now to the common people.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna go all off into that shit because that's like a whole different type of vibe of conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I probably need a cup of yak to talk about that with you. You know what I'm saying? Current events, man.
The shooting a dog.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to read the stories or, you know what I'm saying, look at the video. I try not to watch those videos because you can't unsee that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't see dog, you know what I'm saying, getting shot. You cannot unsee that. Him getting shot in the back 7 times. You can't unsee George Floyd with a nigga sitting on his neck for 8 minutes and some change. You know, you can't unsee. So I try not to watch those type of videos because I watch what I feed myself through my visual. You know what I'm saying? My visual what you call it? My visual stomach. I watch what I feed myself through my vision.
Yeah, for real.
I watch what I feed my spirit. I watch what I listen to. I watch what I read. I watch what what I hear. I watch the people I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that's a form of feeding yourself. So I watch what I feed myself. You know what I'm saying, through my visual, and I try not to see those because you can't unsee. You know what I'm saying? A murder, you can't see that. I saw enough of that as you know what I'm saying as a young dude growing up.
Yeah.
And so how do you feel about what's going on right now with all of these uprisings and movements and you know what I'm saying people you know what I'm saying ever since Trayvon Martin even though this goes back historically and it's not I don't want to say it's a black thing or it's like it's only happens to black people because it happened to black, white, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, Asians, everybody get killed by the police. But the uprising is, you know what I'm saying, with the George Floyd thing right now. How do you feel about that? Like everything in a whole. We're gonna touch on all of it.
I'm always appreciative for people who go out and make some noise for anything that's been wrong. Cause I was always one of them type of people. You know what I'm saying? So like the Can We Live record, you're gonna get some more of them records out of me, you know what I'm saying? And there's some more records, some of them type of records behind me. And so I always have 100% appreciation for people who go out and let their voice be heard, whether it's, if y'all physically tearing up shit, not saying I support that shit, but, whatever y'all got going on. And, I think that shit lit. Because a lot of people just be like, oh, that's wrong. And then you never go out, you never try to do nothing and all that. But I just be glad today when I could see the movement have direction so that it can really evoke the change that it's capable of, giving or creating. And so, like I was just telling somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been that nigga. Something Blake, I forgot his first name, but the shit, the recent shit from Wisconsin. And I got some family in Wisconsin, so it could have been one of them. But here in Detroit, that could have easily been me because I was that guy who gave that type of that type of energy to the police. Like, man, what y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when I'm in the right. Like, dog was out there, from what I read, dog was out there breaking up a fight from two other people. From what I heard, he breaking up a fight, and the police pull up to defuse the situation, and they thinking he one of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And from what I can tell, he try to tell them, like, look, I broke up that shit. I ain't got time for all this invested. Man, I'm out. Oh, sir, come here. I want to talk to nigga. I don't want to talk, bruh. I'm done talking. Here, y'all here now. Do your job. No, I wasn't part of the situation. And then y'all plug that nigga like shit. That could have been me. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I can't wait to see what it's gonna do now because now the dialogue has changed. Y'all done shot niggas unarmed all the time, but nobody was allowed to tell the story. So now you get to hear that story. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to find out how he felt being shot, dying in front of his kids. We get to hear how his kids felt about watching their daddy being killed by the, you know what I'm saying, or manhandled or whatever by the police. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that, not even I hope, I just want people to adjust. I just feel like all this shit going on and niggas ain't adjusting. Like, dog, why you not adjusting? Like, they out here on bullshit. They killing niggas for no, you know what I'm saying? Like, adjust. And I agree with you 100%. It's not right. You shouldn't have to adjust. You're a human being like everybody else. I get all of that shit. But me being a nigga from the streets, I adjust. When I was younger, and if it was on the news and somebody got killed in my neighborhood, I knew I couldn't just hop in the whip and just be driving all around because I know that they around here trying to find the motherfucker who did that shit. So I'm going to get caught up in the sweat. I got to adjust. That shit like playing basketball. If somebody is kicking your ass from the three, you're not gonna keep running the same goddamn defense. You gonna adjust. You gonna put some niggas on the perimeter or something. You gonna adjust. Niggas gotta adjust what the fuck is going on out here with these police officers. Because some of these police officers is backing down. Like, yo, I ain't got time for that shit. But some of them police officers is stepping up like, fuck that, yo. Nigga, we the police.
Adrenaline junkies.
Yeah,
you know?
Nigga, we the police, nigga. They gonna respect us or else.
Yeah.
It'll be you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you gotta adjust, man. Don't let these motherfuckers take your life. I mean, unless you ready to go. But, nigga, don't let these niggas take your life because you don't want to adjust what the fuck going on until it's better. That shit ain't no different than our people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that some gangs got started because niggas was just getting jumped by white boys. So they like, yo, listen, look, we meet up in the morning, we gonna walk to school together, and niggas getting fucked up. So hey, we gonna hang together, we go to the grocery store.
Honestly, that's how all gangs started. You know what I'm saying? I never heard of a gang that started that wasn't to protect themselves from somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? So therefore, nigga, y'all niggas need the gangs. You running ass niggas in the morning who running through neighborhoods with white people. Nigga, get a gang. Jog together. If you gonna jog with a pistol. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Jog with a shirt that say police on the back of that bitch. Adjust. Stop letting these niggas take y'all lives for a misunderstanding. Cause that shit probably was a misunderstanding.
We was talking about earlier, communication. You know what I mean?
It's the key to the world. And when the motherfucker commented like the police didn't know, they didn't know dog wasn't going to the car to get his strap, and they didn't know. These white boys, they not from the city. You know they scared. You don't know they scared? I know they scared.
They got a dangerous ass job, and a lot of people would say, well, don't take that job. But if we don't have no police, then guess what's gonna be going on?
Yeah.
And I'm not a police advocate.
I can say this. During the pandemic, where everybody was at home, they used less police. I was cool with that shit. Because it seemed like it was less problems for me. I mean, but that's a lot. People probably was happier. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, people was able to... man, look. The lockdown... Like I was saying during the lockdown when I was walking my dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, it's peaceful as fuck. I never walked the 5 miles that I walked my dog. I never walked that walk and didn't see something that looked like something was about to happen. And during that fucking that lockdown, bro, I'm talking about everybody was outside, kids was playing with each other, motherfuckers was happy. I didn't see like nobody. Somebody in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, like over near the Greenfield and 7 Mile area, somebody got shot over there, and the police was from 7 Mile in Greenfield to 7 Mile in Schaefer on every fucking corner. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
And it was like, okay, now this is the type of shit that's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be like peaceful as fuck, and then you got your asshole, and then you got they was on every corner. It wasn't a corner that they wasn't sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, throughout that shit, it was peaceful as fuck. You know, and people get restless, you know what I'm saying, because they want to go outside and they want to do whatever. But me, myself, I say, you know what I'm saying, we should have a month every year. I'm not saying like lockdown.
To do shit.
Yeah, a month every year where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, all families is, you know what I'm saying, off work. This is the, you know what I'm saying, where the whole world is shut down.
Well, everybody chilling. And China got one of those.
Yeah.
They national holiday, you know what I'm saying, when I was doing my import shit, I would find out that, yo, hey, we shutting down for like 2 weeks here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We not shipping shit out. So if you want something, you got to order it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a peaceful time. Like when like in the beginning with that first lockdown. Like I said, it was, you know, it was like I said, the skies was blue. No wasn't no artificial clouds up there. I'm talking about I was videotaping the sky every day.
Yeah. All the beef was at the grocery store.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Why you taking all the toilet paper? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think that's a cool beef to have. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know what I'm saying? You know, How do the toilet paper people feel right now? They filthy fucking rich.
No. The niggas who was at the grocery store fighting over it.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, the world ended, nigga. I need this toilet paper. You know what I'm saying?
I never understood the toilet paper shit. But to move on from that though, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I wanted to talk about like some more current events. You know what I'm saying? We touched on, you know, the Black Lives Matter shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to get into that. You know what I'm saying? You can get into it if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You can speak on that if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, because to me, you know, in my opinion, everybody know Black Lives Matter. Everybody know White Lives Matter. Everybody know Asian, Latin. Everybody know everybody lives matter. And, you know, personally, I don't see a reason to say Black Lives Matter. I don't see a reason to at this point. I think the only protest should be protest where you spend your money at, because that's the only thing that, you know what I'm saying, that ever worked out in this country as far as protests go. Is like, if you want somebody to stop doing certain shit, you stop giving them your fucking money, and then they'll change their ways. But if you don't stop giving them your money, then they ain't gonna never change, because they feel like, oh well, you don't give a fuck. So I feel like if people won't change, go the fuck home and don't pay no don't go outside. Don't pay no gasoline tax. Don't pay no taxes on your house. Don't pay no fucking mortgage. Don't pay no rent. Don't pay shit. And then shit'll change.
Yeah. I heard niggas speak on a DTE strike. Like, everybody just don't pay Like, everybody just don't pay their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck y'all niggas.
DTE, if everybody say,
y'all shit too high, we ain't paying.
Just take Detroit. So Detroit, everybody in Detroit say, all right, look.
1 month.
For 2 months. No, 2 months. You got to do 2. Because 1 month, you know what I'm saying, you already paid that bill.
I'm telling you right now, nigga, 1 month, you a buckle that ass.
1 month, you paid that bill already. You paid that month. So now you got to give it another month. You got to just say, we ain't paying y'all.
Yeah. Everybody
say, look, we ain't paying. You know they don't cut you off for like 3 months anyway. Yeah. But everybody say, look, we ain't paying y'all. And we ain't paying y'all no more until this motherfucking shit go down. I guarantee you, DTE will be knocking on your door. Hey, Mr. King, Jericho.
Are you interested in our new lesser program?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's why I say 1 month, because 1 month will kill their ass.
Nah, 1 month ain't gonna hurt them. They're $1 billion corporation.
But I'm saying, just when that paperwork come through and they see that they missing this much money, they gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah, they gonna look at it. They gonna be like, okay, and then they gonna be like, well, fuck them. They know they getting cut off next month anyway.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta give them that month too. Like, oh, you gotta give them that. You really got what everybody really gotta do is leave that shit on till everybody's shit go off. And when everybody's shit go off,
that second month will be like, oh my god.
If DTE cut everybody in Detroit electricity off.
You can't even cut everybody electricity off.
No, you can't. Look, if all I'm saying, like, don't nobody pay for 3 months, because 3 months everybody getting cut off. Don't nobody pay for 3 months. They cut everybody's shit off. Then what's gonna happen to their company?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just that simple.
So
Y'all
that's why I say you need at least 2. You need it to the point where shit then got where they done like, okay, well damn, we gotta cut off Detroit.
Yeah.
Not we gotta cut off 20,000 people in Detroit.
But you can't cut off
Detroit.
Yeah, and then you can't cut. What you gonna do? Come take your light poles down? Cause
no, I'm saying, you know, they got it where they could just turn shit off. But if they gotta turn shit off, if they gotta shut Detroit down.
I'm from the east side where they know how to turn shit on.
They know how to turn your shit on the west too. But I mean, I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, if DTE say, look, we ain't sending no more electricity out. I mean, if Detroit say we ain't giving y'all no more money, DTE cut everybody's shit off, then that means that, look, it's 800,000 people in Detroit that live in the city.
Flat out.
So you think they finna cut off 800,000 times 200 average $250 a month?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
800,000. That mean that's more than 800,000 people. That mean that's probably about 16 million.
No, I'm saying 800,000
I know what you said.
Times $250 a month.
Yeah, and I'm saying that shit probably like 16 million.
Yeah.
A month.
Exactly.
16 million a month. If we missing out on 16 million for one. It's back to the okay. Come on now, y'all. Let's figure it out. We're trying to figure it out, you know. But I forgot where that conversation was going.
It started because I was asking you about about the I was actually telling you about how I feel like people should protest. But you know what I'm saying, I wanted to get your opinion on protests, like how people protest.
Oh yeah, protesting. So, you know, going out there and you know, making your voice heard, that's the best shit ever. But there's just so much behind that shit that need to be done. And when that shit get done, it almost make it seem like your voice being heard was almost a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was in the Detroit Coalition Against Police Brutality after police beat me up, and you know, they used to be talking to us, and I was telling them I'm like, yo, when we out here protesting, like the biggest thing coming out of it is like time to recruit. Like niggas, people watching this march and whole signs of shit. This shit really not doing shit, but allowing us to recruit more people into what we got going on, or like you said, potentially sell us some shit so we can have some funding to do more else. Because other than that, motherfucker in this building don't really give a fuck about us being outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nigga said, y'all all that protesting shit, nigga. But when y'all niggas went and protested on the freeway and you stopped the motherfuckers from getting to work, yeah, that was a problem. If you want to protest, that's the protest.
And when you protest on the freeway, that's hitting them where it hurt. That's hitting them in the pocket.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. The only protest that I've ever seen in this country work, period, to get some laws changed and some shit done, was the fucking bus boycotts.
The pocket.
Yes.
Let me get in that pocket. I bet y'all come up with something. Y'all gonna find something fair. Yeah, for real. And so with that just being my background, like nigga, my grandmama, nigga. So my grandma, it's fucked up. I can't really remember. She either from Tennessee, Milwaukee, or Illinois. But you know, in all three of them spots is where her family was at. And so when shit got hard for my mama, I went to go live with my grandma for a period of time, you know. And at the time, we was in Decatur, Illinois, and it was this radio personality, you know, like the nigga went and bought whatever he needed to have his own radio station. And so he on that bitch, and he just talking about how fucked up Decatur, Illinois is, how racist it is, and how I don't know if it's CPS. I don't know if it was called that at the time because I was a little nigga. But, you know, they took his kids and, you know, he on that bitch talking about my kids, yada, 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 my kids. You know, one time my grandma, nigga, she dropping me off to go play with my friends. And she like, hold on, I want to stop by here because his shit finally blew up. The news was out there and people was out there, you know what I'm saying? And just watching my grandma just be out there advocating. Like, no, y'all fight for, y'all people, we fighting for her. That man, his kids back, Bob, he ain't hurt them kids. You know what I'm saying? And I was just watching that shit like, you know, I ain't just hop right on like, yeah, give him his kids back, because I ain't that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? But when the time came for me to be out there, it was no hesitation. And because I was just like her, I had something to motherfucking say. I think what the fuck y'all doing is fucked up, and I gotta let you know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to get into a lot of fights like that, nigga. I don't know if I could whoop your ass, but I'ma hit you, nigga, so you can know exactly how I feel right now. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you came into this fight wanting to win. I came into this fight wanting to punch your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different attitude. I need you to know how I feel right now. You know? So shit, you know, my grandma, heavy influence. Heavy. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather, like even when everybody got different religious concepts and shit like that, but my grandfather is just like, yo, you know, everybody got a lot of stories, but your source, what makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying? Talk to that, believe in that, roll with that. Shit, and that's how a nigga roll.
Okay. Alright. I gotta ask you how you feel about this shit right here. This Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion shit. Gotta ask you about that. Look, it did. Don't be politically correct and shit neither. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and give it to me how you feeling it.
I gotta be politically correct because it ain't enough facts out.
I agree with that.
We don't know what the fuck really happened. I could talk about what if. You know what I'm saying? I could say what if happened.
All right, well, just give me just tell me how you feel about the situation.
I think if it went down the way she making it seem, I think that's pretty fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to figure out in my mind, like, the fuck she say to that nigga to make him shoot that bitch? If that's how that shit went down. Like, what the, I always try to put myself in the shoes of another motherfucker. Empathy. What the fuck could a bitch say to me to make me want to shoot this bitch in the foot? So I really wasn't trying to kill her. Bitch, fuck you talking to? Ah. You know what I'm saying? But if you gotta do that with a woman, I don't even feel the need to do that with a nigga. Give a fuck what you think, nigga. I'm about to go make my money. Go fuck my bitch. Go drive my car and enjoy all the fruits of my labor. I don't even care about you enough to pop you over whatever the fuck you done said. So if that bitch got shot over some shit that she said, then dog crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 daughters. I try to raise my daughters to treat people how they want to be treated.
Be politically correct.
No, I ain't gonna be politically correct.
No. I'm talking about your daughters.
Oh, yeah.
Treat people how they need to be treated, you got to be politically correct.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how I raise them. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, to treat people how you want to be treated. If you hit somebody, expect to get hit. If you yelling at somebody, expect to get yelled at, and then expect that yelling argument to turn into a fight, because that's usually what happens when you're arguing.
Because it's gonna go down.
So, my take on the whole Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shit is kind of like, was like, she hurt that boy pride in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion, she 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", weigh about a good 170. You know what I'm saying?
She said she told him
stacked like a brick shit house. You know what I'm saying?
I told him you were just a little nigga.
She probably talked about how small he was. That nigga is 5'2" and weigh $130. This what the fuck they had on the goddamn on the mug shot or whatever the fuck. This nigga was 5'2", weigh $130. Dog. That nigga is smaller than Eazy-E. He's smaller than my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
So I could imagine they arguing, and then her saying with I had to say with that Texas twang on that motherfucker. Get the fuck on out of here, little ass fuck boy. She hurt that nigga's pride in such a manner that nigga felt the need to pull out the mag and dump at her ass. Dog.
Everybody knows she said something little.
Yeah, she definitely called him little.
Yeah, we know she
probably called him little dick. Probably did everything. She probably called that nigga every little thing that you could possibly think of. Yeah. She probably like, I don't give a fuck about your lil ass car or your lil ass money, lil ass fuck boy.
Little nigga trying to tell me.
Little nigga talking that little shit. Ain't she a rapper? Ain't she got bars with the metaphors? So you know she was putting it on him.
See, she dropped a bar on his ass.
I mean, this situation ain't funny at all. You know what I'm saying? Because that woman did get shot. You know what I'm saying? And if it was my daughter, I ain't gonna lie. Tory Lanez would have to be looking the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. But the sad thing is, Meg don't have parents, you know what I'm saying? Her mom died, and I think her dad passed too. You know what I'm saying? And she around the industry, and you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the people who are supposed to protect her, they not around. You know, I'm not saying protect her like physically, like bodyguards and shit like that, because you know what I'm saying. You with, you know what I'm saying, Tory Lanez, who's one of the most successful people in the industry right now. You with Tory Lanez, so you know he got security. You got security. You know what I'm saying. And the other two was, one of them was his homeboy or bodyguard, and the other one was her homegirl in the car. You know what I'm saying. So it's like when you young and you just get a whole lot of money, and you dealing with a whole bunch of people who young and they just got a whole lot of money, they don't have people around them who give them, who, you know what I'm saying, who give them guidance, because they want their fun friends around them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool to have your fun friends around you, but you also got to have somebody around you who able to tell you to, like, hey,
the real out.
You know what I'm saying? Chill out. You shouldn't do that right now. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's a fucked up situation, and I hate that happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if the nigga did shoot her for a fucking argument, he's a bitch ass nigga. I don't know what happened, but if he shot her just because they was arguing, he a bitch ass nigga. Yeah. You know, I can't sugarcoat that shit and say it no other type of way because of who he is in the industry. I don't give no fucks because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't in the industry, and the industry ain't never helped me do a motherfucking thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything I ever did, you know what I'm saying, me and you built most of this shit together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I can give two fucks about what the industry got to say. You know, I just I feel like if he shot her because of an argument, you know what I'm saying, that he's a bitch ass nigga. And if she didn't pull out a pistol on him, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of that argument.
Yeah, for real, that part. Your life went in danger and you shot a bitch. It just looked bad.
Yeah. It don't just look bad. It is bad.
It is bad.
And if he did that shit, you know what I'm saying, I'm not an advocate for motherfucking jail and prison and none of that shit, but that, you know what I'm saying, that nigga, if he shot that girl, you know what I'm saying, the nigga need to be, you know what I'm saying, she need justice.
He needs, yeah. So somewhere where you could learn that you don't need to be shooting bitches, because niggas probably would get on his ass in the joint.
Yeah, niggas would get on his ass in the joint worse than what she got on his ass. Yeah. What I really think is, that nigga was scared of Meg.
You think she could kick his ass?
Hell yeah, I think she could kick his ass. I think she could kick that little nigga ass. And I say little nigga because not disrespectful little nigga, but to me he a little nigga. The nigga in his 20s and he's small. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He got a little nigga mentality because he shot a bitch for an argument. If he shot her for an argument, I don't know what went on in that car. Only them people who was there know.
You remind me of niggas like when Muhammad Ali's daughter was out here whooping bitches' ass at all time high. Niggas like, you think you could whoop her ass, Rage? Like, nigga, that's a woman, bro. I'm gonna whoop her ass or dodge her. What the fuck do you mean? Exactly. I will beat her that bitch ass, nigga. What you mean? Nigga like, man, I can't whoop that bitch. What? Nigga, I can whoop that bitch ass until she whoop my ass. Fuck what you talking about? What the fuck you mean?
I mean, the whole point is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it ain't no protection for our women. You know what I'm saying? They the most disrespected. You know,
they definitely not protected like white women if we want to go there.
Exactly. They're not protected like no other women. Look, all other races protect their women. You know what I'm saying? Arabs even protect their women.
They even overly protective.
You know?
But I'm just trying to get some pussy, bruh. Send the bitch to the back of the stove. Yeah. I was trying to holler at this Arab woman at the stove. Shit, we vibing, dog. Come out of nowhere, like, stick that bitch to the back. I'm like, damn, straight up. And I start fucking with them niggas after that. Like, fuck that. Yo, I can't talk to y'all women. I don't support y'all talking to our women either. Then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's a Detroit issue. I mean,
but that right there, I mean, that's really what's supposed to happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your, because once your woman is up in a man's face, you can't protect her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your woman, your daughter, you know what I'm saying, your sister, once they in that space, you can't protect them at that point. Yeah. You know, whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. I used to be like if I see a woman talking to them, I'm like, man, they think we ain't good enough for their women, so y'all fuck them. Y'all shouldn't fuck with them either then, because they for sure don't want nothing. If y'all think we don't want nothing, that nigga can't even take you to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers that done had babies by Arabs and can't even take Shorty to go meet his grandparents. On some real shit, if we want to get into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's plenty motherfucking half black, half Arab babies, and dog can't take his motherfucking child home to his family because he done pregnant. He done, you know what I'm saying? He done got a black woman pregnant. So
I know some I know a lot of Arabs, myself. I grew up right around the corner from Dearborn. Dearborn is where
Joy Road.
Dearborn is where the majority of Arabs, in the country is, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And I know some Arabs who had babies by black women, and but it's different because, like I said, it's right there together. You know what I'm saying? So everybody I know, they able to take their kids to see. You know what I'm saying? One dude, who I know, he even married the chick, and they got a family. So I'm saying? It's not all Arabs. It's just like
some of them
some
stood
situations.
Up.
Yeah.
And that's respectable. Some niggas stood up, like and I don't blame them. What the fuck you mean I can't claim my son? You had sex outside of the race, you can't bring that baby into this. Fuck what you talking about, nigga. That's my son. About to go, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him at all. It's the real nigga shit to do. I think I'm about to go take care of my son. I don't give a fuck about Allah, Muhammad, or none of that shit. Cause I don't know that none of that shit is real. I know my son real.
Right.
Or my child. I know I'm about to go help them be the best them they can be.
Exactly.
That's what I know I'm about to go do.
Speak on race relations in the country right now. You think they're getting better or you think they're getting worse?
It seemed like they be better. It just be seeming like, and you know what's crazy? When people say race relations, it's not like everybody's taking into account. It's always like it's just talking about black and white.
Yeah.
Like we the only motherfucking races out here. You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, that's true because you Mexicans and all you lost tribe motherfuckers, y'all black. In their eyes, they don't give a fuck about you being off the coast of Venezuela. Come to America, you're black. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think we get along at certain events, football, basketball, college shit. Cool, we family. You know what I'm saying? But when it come time to talking about these aggressive ass police, now it's a split. When it's time for politics, now it's a split. You know what I'm saying? We get along when shit is cool and fun, or if it's just your side, you know what I'm saying? Like rap is cool as long as we talking about killing niggas and selling crack in the ghetto, but when a motherfucker like Eminem start rapping about doing drugs, it's a motherfucker problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, nigga, you got our kids getting high now because they listening to this shit that you talking about. Nah, he didn't have y'all kids getting high. Y'all motherfucking kids was already getting high. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Alexander, I had the pleasure of meeting her. She wrote a book called The New Jim Crow. And she talk about like when drugs are sold in white communities. White people selling those drugs in that community. They not coming all the way to the urban area to score drugs. This motherfucker right there in y'all neighborhood, right there, in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. That nigga selling the drugs in your neighborhood, and it ain't a problem until you feel like it's black people who the problem.
Me personally, I gotta stop saying me personally because they mean the same shit. But I think that a lot of the way that black people are portrayed in the media got a lot to do with the way other races feel about us because they don't know us because they're not around us. And when they get to meet us, then it's different. How you feel about that?
I had a professor. It's probably crazy to hear niggas from Yates tell you about a professor. I had a professor. He like what you know about Chinese people? I'm like, shit, what I see on TV. He like, exactly. That's what they know about y'all. The shit that they see on TV. what you see on TV about y'all, and it was just like, y'all think we are gangsters, musicians, and athletes, and crackheads, and shooting shit.
You think all the women ratchet?
You know what I'm saying?
Ratchet is the actual word.
We got black guys that's flat out nerds. Nerdier than any Asian, nerdier than anybody. Flat out nerds. You know what I'm saying? And I always respect what people call nerds because I feel like they got the I feel like they had the courage to be themselves. Everybody don't have that courage.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. I agree 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I respect this. Motherfucker, this what dog do. He don't give a fuck about y'all rims and y'all money and y'all hoes. None of that shit. Y'all niggas doing him. I respect that shit. And so, I mean, as far as, you know, you just got to get to the point in your life where you like, this color shit really is just a goddamn color. You know what I'm saying? People are people. We like cars. You know what I'm saying? You got a Charger. You a Charger. I'm a Charger. I'm a yellow Charger. You a red Charger. Dog a black Charger. We all do the same goddamn shit. But you think that the red Charger is better than the blue Charger. And he think the red Charger is better than the green one or whatever the fuck like that. And nigga, that shit ain't the case, nigga. Shit, you know, it's minor differences. You know what I'm saying?
So that kind of lead me back to what you was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like about being responsible about what the fuck that comes out of your mouth. And,
that's a hard thing to do.
Being responsible. I mean, do you think that right now is the time for with everything being so, you know, so easily accessible, I want to say. Do you think it's time for black people to start taking more responsibility? You know what I'm saying? As far as like the stars, the actors, the singers, the rappers, more responsibility in what they show the world?
If people did that, entertainment wouldn't be entertainment. It's like, how do I entertain a motherfucker and create limits? If I create these limits, then it's gonna limit my art. So I feel like it's not about the entertainment. I feel like it's more so about the person who is allowing this person to receive this entertainment. So like when I watch a movie with my kids, you know, my kids little. I got like a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to my 4-year-old, I be like, you know, cause he, for whatever reason, dog get off into Chucky. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, but do you understand that Chucky is a doll and that this is entertainment? You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I was younger, nigga, I grew up on 50 Cent. I needed a motherfucking daddy to be like, yo, first of all, that nigga don't smoke weed. He said so himself. That's just a song. You know what I'm saying? That's entertainment. That nigga's entertaining you. So if you don't have somebody around to let you know that that's entertainment, you're in bad shape. So it ain't the artist that need to control the artistry, because, you know, art, it has no bounds, it has no limits. It's like the universe. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck up this entertainment because you fail to let said person know that this is bullshit.
Okay, when you say that though, why do you think our art is so one-sided then?
Because it's about who promoting it, who pushing it out. They not promoting it as this entertainment. They pushing that shit like this is for real. And this is how it go down. And if you never been to the ghetto, then here watch New Jack City or whatever the fuck movie they pushing at the time. That's the problem.
So that leads me back to my first question is when I say, do you think that because art, don't get me wrong, artists, they give you the bad shit, but they very rarely give you the good shit. So like, Bill Cosby's Cosby Show was one of the biggest TV shows to ever hit TV, and he had scientists on his show. You know what I'm saying? And to actually make sure that there was no negative images about black people displayed, and it was one of the biggest shows to ever hit TV. And his cartoon was one of the biggest cartoons to ever hit TV.
And that's when you, I feel like in that moment, and that's when you don't give a fuck about who like it or none of that shit. It's about coming in with this goal, like yo, I want to improve how the black household function. I want to give these people a different image of how a black household should be, how black parents should be, and here you go.
I don't think he was trying to force that. I think he was just displaying that side of his talent. You know what I'm saying? Because I produce and I work with a lot of artists, and a lot of the artists, they only give you the negative side. They never give you a full spectrum of their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they only tell you, like, I'm a street nigga, I sell rocks, I flip bricks, I do this, I do that. You know, fuck the police. They never tell you that. They, you know what I'm saying, they played with their kids, and their mom had them laughing over at the barbecue. They never tell you that they went to school and graduated, and they never tell you that. But it happened, you know what I'm saying? And they only giving you the negative side.
Yeah.
So do you think they have a responsibility to give you a full spectrum of life, or just keep giving you what they think the public want to see? Because you never know what the public want to see until you give it to them.
I mean, they probably did. Shit, the public just don't catch it. It's probably not as plentiful as it used to be. It's probably kind of like old school rap. You know, old school rap, you a nigga probably have 20 songs. One of them bitches would be positive. You know what I'm saying? And that probably was, and that shit used to be niggas' way of giving back or trying to change the dialogue in the hood. But it was like,
I disagree with that with the old school rap too, because back in the I'm
how old you talking? I'm talking Master P era.
Master P, I don't think had any positive songs.
Hell yeah. My best friend's gone, and I'm so all alone. I really miss my homies, even though they're gone away.
You have to see my face right now.
What? Bro, it was to a point where we used to look forward to that one good positive song. Maybe positive probably not the right wrong word.
Because I'm not saying positive like you gotta say like you gotta make an Ice Cube today was a good day. I'm saying like
that's what I'm talking about right there.
But see, Ice Cube had a lot of music that gave you the full spectrum of life, but he also had that today was a good day song. You know, I'm not saying that everybody have to have a today was a good day. I'm saying that give everybody the full, because when Ice Cube and them talked about, you know, growing up and they was selling drugs and all that, they also talked about that they went to jail. Now nobody go to jail now. Nobody goes to jail anymore.
Pimp C was probably like the last nigga that was the last nigga who said it flat out. Like, no, niggas is not talking about the bad shit of this shit. But, you know, you will get niggas that do little shit. I just had a song in my head, but Akon locked up, they won't let me out. Niggas was feeling that shit. But I feel like there's a lot of that going on with my music. Like if a nigga listen to my music, boom. If you a street nigga listen to my music, you gonna find out a smarter way to do it, or a way to do it without getting locked up, or you gonna have a motherfucker in your ear telling you that certain shit ain't worth it, or do this with some money, do that with some money. And I feel like that's what's fucked up with the content, because niggas don't do that shit no more. They ain't giving niggas the game no more. You know, so you can fuck with me, you can get the game. I'm gonna help you stay free and take care of your family. This other nigga gonna get you locked the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You'll be, and that's the beauty of the shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I can help niggas get ahead. I could be the big homie you never had. My name Fifi. Hey everybody. She probably high. I told you.
I told this bitch.
I told you. That's why niggas edit. That's why niggas edit. Hey everybody, my name Fifi.
I specifically told this little bitch, I'm doing a podcast. Can y'all quiet down? This bitch screamed down the motherfucking steps.
Hey y'all, I'm Fifi. Oh shit.
Let me show you some motherfucking cognac.
We've been in here for about 2 hours though, right?
Yeah, we can do whatever, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna release it all at once anyway. I'm gonna do the Vlad on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Whoa! All electric F-150.
Mm-hmm. Ford ain't bullshitting, boy.
Mm-hmm. Cause they see how that motherfucking Tesla shit moving. Tesla moving off that electric shit.
We gonna fuck around, nigga, and have 35 shares of motherfucking Ford. Them bitches gonna be worth $1,000 a piece.
I hope them bitches go to 1,000. I swear to God. Them bitches go to 1,000. It's over. I won.
I'm gonna go back in, bro. Let me start this 20-minute camera back up again. Even though this bitch ain't making it 20 minutes. For real, for real. Action.
Oh God, they building a whole goddamn factory to make them bitches.
Yeah, that's what Kyrie doing.
Yeah, that's deep.
All right, so I want to move into some financial shit with you, cause we was just talking off camera about the stock market. I know from what we talk about, here now and what we talk about outside of now. What made you get into the stock market?
I always been interested in shit like that. Like when I went to jail at 17, I was reading books about stocks. I was like, this what they say. This the niggas who get money. This what they do. They do stocks and bonds. So it really was Baby Boy with Melvin like stocks and bonds. The bread and butter, little dumb motherfucker. Like, yo, stocks and bonds. What the fuck is that? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, sent the nigga on a mission to go find out what the fuck it was. And, and when you in the streets, you live in the fast life, so you don't get time to think about that shit till you sitting down with shit else to do and it come back to you. And that shit came back to me, and I was reading that book and shit, and I'm like, and then I go to jail and forget about it. Years I'll come out, and now they got apps and shit. Niggas got apps where you can trade stocks on, you know what I'm saying? And so, I'm a hustling ass nigga. I want some of that money too. You say that one of the rules to being a successful millionaire, thousandaire, billionaire, you gotta make money while you sleep. The stock market is how you make money while you sleep. Alright, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? You have conversations with some niggas, they talk about what stocks popping. Let me buy some of that shit. My girlfriend talking about, you know how a man give a woman flowers and shit like that? What can you do for a win? I don't know what you can do for them niggas. And, if you can't, how women get flowers. I don't know how you could reciprocate that shit. Bitch, buy me some stock. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no flower. socks and drawers was cool if you would fuck with me in my early 20s. Yeah, bitch, I need some socks and drawers. I hate shopping. Nah, bitch. 30. Give me some stock. So I'm fucking with the stock. You know what I'm saying? I found out about the Tesla and the Ford and coronavirus one and Dan Gilbert. You know, the nigga around Detroit. You gotta know what the fuck going on. Motherfuckers moving money around you. If you want some of that money, you better jump in, nigga. That shit like double dutch to me.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. You know, you can.
It ain't easy, but nigga, jump in there. Shit trip or something.
And don't hesitate too. If you got an extra $50 motherfucking dollars, spend it on some stock. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Throwing money in the titty bar. Yeah. Even though that's cool too.
That's
get
cool.
It twisted. Cause strippers need money too.
Strippers need money too.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem giving them a couple dollars here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I would rather, you know what I'm saying, instead of buying a stripper, you know, a new strip outfit with the $200 or whatever I'm gonna throw in there, you know what I'm saying? I would rather, you know what I'm saying, be like, hey, look, dig this. Why don't you check out this stock right here?
Mm-hmm.
And I done had some of them conversations with a couple strippers, you know.
Yeah.
Strippers, they definitely not stupid. They the dope man of the females.
It fucked me up, bro. When I was fucking with my stripper, the hoes that she was bringing to the crib, I was just, you know, so I'm young and I'm just like, oh shit, threesomes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting down, I'm kicking it with these bitches. I'm like, damn, bitch, you smart. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, this bitch over here talking to me about the yin and yang and the kundalini, the kata, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All type of shit. Get to talk like, damn, bitch, your friend smart. Oh yeah, well my grandma, she said that you know, my punishment was writing down definitions. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck this bitch shaking her ass and she talking to me with more sense than niggas I went to school with. With more sense than bitches that I thought was smart. I thought these bitches was smart, and I met a stripper who really talking that shit.
You know, what it is though is like, see, like in like ancient history, it was like the king of, like, you know what I'm saying, most, you know, tribes or countries or whatever it was, he would always kind of like fraternize with the strippers, and everybody thought it was just about the sex, but it was more so because these strippers would have information from everybody else, you know, not necessarily because they was, you know, they was fucking everybody else, but because they was around so many different people that they would pick up a whole lot of knowledge. So like the strippers and the prostitutes and the harems and all of that type of stuff would always have more knowledge, damn near, than the fucking king.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're around all kings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people nowadays they don't know they kings, but they around kings. If you're able to go somewhere and just throw money at people, you know, that's the type of shit that kings and governments do.
Absolutely.
But most people just don't understand that that's what they are. You know, so, you know, a lot of times the people who conversate and kick it with those people have more knowledge than the people who, you know, who they're getting the money from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, that's why I never disrespect the strippers. I never looked down on them for doing that. I never, you know, looked at them for showing their body or none of that, you know, because I know that diamond is real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not all of them like that, but, you know, diamond is real. The one who's going to school to pay her college tuition, they're there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, diamond real for sure.
You know?
I mean, or even if you ain't diamond, you know. I used to talk to my stripper all the time, like, yo, this shit ain't the end game, so
Yeah.
it can't be, cause it ain't a bitch on this planet that can retire from stripping, so it ain't your end game. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're here to get that shit, and move the fuck on. But it is some bitches that think it's the end game.
Yeah.
Because when I was fucking with her, I would see some of them old bitches in there still trying to strip, and you know what I'm saying, niggas throwing them pity money. Like, oh man, we go over here and get this old bitch a couple dollars type shit. No, bitch. Any stripper, bitch, if you stripping, you need to be done by the time you're 30. Probably 27. You know what I'm saying? But that shit ain't a tenure. You gotta You gotta be done in 10. That's shit. Rap used to be like that.
I think the only reason rap was like that because people never looked at us as, I mean us as, when I mean people, we always looked at it as a young man sport. Like, we always looking for the new thing, but you get the best
music
the best
from
music
an older
and the best
rapper.
knowledge from people who, who've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love all the new shit,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna listen to Lil Baby. I'm gonna listen to the Baby. I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna listen to that. But I mean, even though you don't rap like the young dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually got something to say, and you got something to say too. But I'm just, talking about them, and I'm rattling. But I'm gonna listen to all of that because it's good music. But when I wanna rock and I wanna hear something, I'm gonna turn on Cube. I'm gonna turn on Jay-Z. I'm gonna turn on Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody with a little more understanding and knowledge of what's going on out here.
Yeah, and it's kind of like reverse for me. Like when I'm on some chill shit, I'm about to turn on some young shit, cause I want to hear that shit. Because like right now, the perspective of being young is kind of like careless and live free and like a lack of responsibilities, and I miss that part of my life. And it's fun to indulge in that activity.
You know what's funny?
What?
I lived my whole life like that.
Blessed.
You know what I'm saying? That's like it's part of I almost want to say financial freedom, but then people gonna think I'm rich, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not rich. I just told y'all I live on 7 Mile in Greenfield. But it's part of not having to work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? With what with what I built like before I met you, and then what we've built since we've been working together and being partners, it's kind of like, I couldn't imagine myself, going back to work for somebody else, and I could fully take care of myself and my children doing what we do.
Yeah.
Based on like me getting into the stock market, me getting into real estate, little minute real estate. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be as big as Donald Trump's in it. That's my end game, but as of right now, it's minute. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I want to own some shit, and you know what I'm saying. I'm only able to do that because I live life carefree. Don't get me wrong. I still know I have to mix the songs, master the songs, but I don't work doing it because it's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the biggest freedom you could possibly have when you make your money doing what you love to do.
Hell yeah, it's an appreciated feeling, and everybody don't get to feel it. For real. While you complaining about your job, it's somebody else thriving in what it is that they created. For real.
And while you complaining about your job, you shouldn't be, no matter what job it is that you have, because at the time when you got that job, you needed that job to get where you going. You know what I'm saying? I don't look down on jobs. I had jobs. I done been a street nigga. I done been a dope man where I had money. I done been working a 9 to 5. Yeah. I done been a truck driver. I done all type of stuff. Stuff that people might not know about me.
Gotta get the money.
But all of it taught me that what I wanted to do was this right here. I wanted to sit, kick it with my homies, talk some shit, and make money in the process. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's we talking shit on the records, I'm making beats, and they talking shit on the beats. We sitting here kicking it how we kicking it right now, or I'm sitting there, cutting hair, kicking it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I do every fucking thing I love to do. I love to do it, and I'm making money doing all of it. Only thing I ain't making money yet off of is this YouTube shit, and I'm making money off of that through the music and the videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this podcast and shit gonna kind of pop off for us too because of, who we are and what we do. We hustlers, and you can make anything pop off when you a hustler.
You gotta be a hustler. That'd be the kicker. When you get money out that shit.
Yeah.
I'm doing something that I love to do, and now I'm getting money. That's the kicker.
I remember when I first got my first BMI check, that bitch was $9. Nigga, I felt like I was Drake out this bitch with my $9.
My shit was like $7 a change.
I got my first BMI check, and I was like, dog, I made some motherfucking money off of what the fuck I love to do. I felt like I was, you know what I'm saying, like I was Diddy out this motherfucker.
It was
Dr. Dre money.
It was appreciated from me because I was so used to selling CDs to get the money out the shit Like, damn, I made this little bit and I ain't had to sell no CD. It's time to turn it up.
Yeah. And we definitely turned it up. We took, I mean, that motherfucking project, we went from getting no streams online to getting checks from online. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we dropped that motherfucking project. When we dropped Winter Is Coming at the beginning of the year, how did you feel to see that motherfucker, like, the first 3 days get like 50,000 spins in the first 3 days? How did that shit make you feel?
It made me feel like a basketball player, and it was like the first game of the playoffs. Like, damn, y'all ready too? Like, you know, like y'all fucking with me. Y'all here to help me win. You know, it ain't a better thing in this world than watching somebody appreciate something that you created. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like if you get into Greek mythology and shit, they say that Zeus created people to, you know, so that they will live longer, or, you know, they can give praise to him or some shit like that. And so, like, making music always make me feel like, you know what I'm saying, like a god as far as Greek mythology go or whatever goes. Like, yo, I created this shit.
Yeah, that's what God is, a creator, and that's what you are.
And now I got people who appreciate my creations. You can't beat that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like sports, it's just like a little more minimum than being like an artist, like a motherfucker who did a paintbrush or a motherfucker that created art. I mean, you know, I give all respect to Michael Jordan and LeBron and all the niggas that played on sports and shit like that. But it's like to sit down and write some words or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even the nigga who made the beat, like that nigga started out with a clap. You know what I'm saying? And then the next thing you know, you got like the hottest beat ever. You know what I'm saying? It's just being a creator is, you know, whatever God is or wherever God at, I appreciate it for giving me the ability to do that shit.
Yeah, because everybody don't have it. And ain't nothing wrong with it if you're not a creator. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
At all.
Ain't nothing wrong with not being a creator.
Everybody probably is a creator.
Everybody have that potential, you know?
Even if you just write stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
your life is a creation, and you created it.
Yeah. Or invention, or cutting hair. Like all of that shit is all, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I kind of take back whatever I said about niggas who do sports. All that shit is the same thing. Niggas is creating.
Because they created that ability to be able to do that.
Well, hell yeah, especially if you go into the rack and you say, to get that, you know what I'm saying? You did all that to get it away from a nigga and still.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's, you
know,
that's what it is. It's like
making a baby.
Yeah. So that's why I say everybody got the ability to create, because the ability to create is not just creating a project that something tangible that somebody else can use. It's being able to create children, you know, and a life, and your story. Everybody's story. Somebody want to hear everybody's story.
Yeah. So
you have created. You just haven't figured out the way to display your creation for everybody else. And that's even good too, because sometimes your creation ain't meant for everybody else. Like we ain't finna tell y'all everything we do. You know, even us being artists. Yeah. You know, I'm not a volatile artist. Like, you know, I'm not finna go out there and be like, Jay-Z, call me, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I call Hov and tell him to call.
Still ain't called me, bruh.
You know, I'm not going. You know, I mean, I'm not volatile. With that, you know, so I don't feel the need to tell everybody every creation. You know, but you know, I want to get the creations that I want out there, and you know, being able to do that right now is big for me. And
here's another creation right now.
Yeah, there's a creation right here. This is gonna live forever. This video right now, our great grandkids is gonna be talking about this video.
And if they lucky, getting some money off of it.
Exactly. That's what ownership is. They definitely gonna be getting some money off of it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we do it, and why we do it the way that we do it. Ownership. Speak to that right there. Speak about ownership. Talk about ownership in this business.
I know a lot about ownership. I worked for myself for a long time. Like even after, like I went to jail for like selling drugs. It took me a little second to readjust. You know, like at first I just worked my way up the criminal ladder. Like I went from selling drugs to robbing niggas, and went from.
I kind of think that's backwards.
It is, but you know, but they call it working your way up the criminal ladder. You know what I'm saying? So I went from like selling drugs to like, or no, let me see. I went from stealing to breaking the houses. I went from breaking the houses to selling drugs. From selling drugs to robbing niggas. And so it's like after going to prison, it's just like, yo, I swear to God, I'm not coming back to this bitch. Cause if I ever gotta bite my tongue for a motherfucker disrespecting me, if a motherfucker ever gotta be waking me up, if I can't be around women, that shit ain't for me, bro. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Like I had my motherfucking they call him an A-Russ, but basically she like my counselor or whatnot. And she like, I don't know how y'all do it. I'd rather be broke in the world, laid up under the woman, versus being broke in here. And that shit was the realest shit ever to me. Cause it's like, God damn, I am broke in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I got like a locker with the snacks and, you know what I'm saying? My name was Icewood in the joint. You can't really get that without having some type of status. You know what I'm saying? I was loaded as far as prison well go. I was probably one of the niggas that was talked about. But how the fuck I'm supposed to... She rather be broke in the world with a woman versus being broken here. Nigga, that shit touched home. Like, yeah, you know what? Fuck this jail shit. I'm never coming back to this motherfucker. Period. Cause what girls said, that shit rang true to my heart. I'd rather be broke out here in the world than broke in prison. And I ain't been back to that bitch since. So, you know, ownership was everything. I got out here, nigga couldn't get a job because, you know, I got a whole fucking armed robbery. Then I fucked around, got beat up by the police, went to trial, lost, talking about assault on the police. Now I got an armed robbery with an assault on the police. I can't get a job. I'm a robbing ass nigga who don't respect authority. Who the fuck gonna hire me? And they wouldn't. So nigga, I had to use my mind. I had to ask more, I had to see what, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Mitch, whatever niggas selling, I could sell that shit. Or no, whatever niggas feeling. Niggas feeling that shit, I could sell that shit. And so shit, I started finding shit that niggas was feeling. I started selling that shit. Y'all niggas want. But y'all bitch. Then I read a article about Rick Ross. They like, oh, Rick Ross was selling toys. Said they was selling toys because women always spend money on their kids and then themselves. Cool. Now I'm selling shit that women buy for themselves and their kids. You know what I'm saying? And that be the difference. I listen to these niggas when they tell me how they making money. You a fool if you don't. I'm listening to these niggas when they telling me how the fuck I could live. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck I could thrive. I can get my bark on. You know? And so ownership is everything. Nigga, get your money, nigga.
I agree 100%. I agree. You know, I was just in Houston and I was on Steve podcast. You know, he got a podcast now. It's called the Holla at Your Boy podcast, and I was on his podcast. And,
yeah.
You know, we talked about ownership. You know, and ownership in the music. How do you feel about record deals and 360 deals, and do you think that an artist should sign record deals or 360 deals in this climate that music is in right now?
I think if you poppin', fuck them, and if you're not popping, then you need them.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? If you popping, fuck them. You just need some more patience. But if you ain't got shit going on, you need the motherfuckers. And you can spend 10 years doing that shit by yourself and probably make less than whatever the fuck it was that they was gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? You might not own a couple little songs, but if you're an artist, like I'm an artist, and a lot of other niggas is artists, I can make another hit. I ain't worried about it, goddamn. Come on now. I can make some good songs. All I need is some good fucking production. I can make some good songs. It ain't hard to make a good song. It's a motherfucking song out here right now called Bop. Bop. Doobie da ba doo wop. Doobie da ba doo wop. Doobie da ba doo. Yeah. If I can't do that, then what the fuck I'm in this shit for? You know? So nigga, if you know you got a couple bops in you.
It's like with Kanye when he put out that poopity scoop. Poopity scoop poop poop. Scoopity poop poop poop. Did you hear that? You never heard that?
Never.
When we get off, when we get done with this, I gotta play poopity scoop for you.
Never heard poopity scoop.
Them the lyrics.
I believe it.
Poopity scoop poop poop.
I believe it.
Scoopity poop, scoopity poop, poopity scoop poop poop. Them the lyrics.
Music is energy.
And people ate that shit up. It was like, look, here's the thing. This is what most people don't understand. Everybody who said, man, what the fuck is Kanye doing? You heard that shit.
Flat out.
You heard it. So that means Kanye knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
That's what he do.
That nigga said poopity scoop poop poop. Poopity scoop, poopity scoop. Yeah.
I heard some shit on the radio the other day. That nigga say, woo woo woo. Some shit, somebody woo. So it's a.
She wanna fuck with the woo.
Woo, yeah, that.
Pop Smoke, the little young dude just got killed.
Okay, yeah. And so it's a young nigga out with a song like, do the woo woo, do the woo woo, do the woo woo. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. It's a nigga before both of you niggas who did that same shit. Can you woo woo woo? I said, you know, so
yeah. I agree.
Can you woo woo woo?
Yeah.
Get your money, man.
Yeah, I agree. And on that note, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I have fun.
This is a Big Heat podcast. Your boy Aura Rage. Your boy Big Heat, the host.
Aura Rage, Jericho, King. I had a blast. I had fun.
Coming too. Tell everybody where they can check you out at. Give me your social media.
Remember that part where I say I got beat up by the police? Okay, hold on, wait. F1_King.
F1_Jericho King.
That's Instagram. Jericho Aura King is Facebook.
Aura Rage is Instagram too.
Yeah, you probably gotta type that shit on Twitter for it to pop up. Social media is complicated. I mean, you can. I can tell you where you definitely can find me. www.uqent.com. You can't miss with that one.
Yes, sir. You know they'll find everything that we got going on www.uqent.com. Yeah. And if y'all want us in y'all city, y'all want us to do some shows, you know what I'm saying, go on the website, subscribe, and hit us up. Let us know. We're coming. We're coming. If y'all want us there, we coming.
My shows be lit. I normally fuck with the females in the audience, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I always try to incorporate the city where I'm at. So come fuck with a nigga. I had a ball.
And get on the show and come perform with us. If y'all want us in y'all city, call us. You know what I'm saying? We come out, you know, and we put on the show, and we add y'all to the show too.
Or if you want to be in the video, we love putting other people in our shit. Like. Yeah, that part. Thank you, kind sir. But yeah, fuck with us. Questionable entertainment, and you probably could find some found first entertainment shit if you want to find some older shit or.
Yeah, we're gonna put all of that on the website too. You know.
Yeah. I had a ball, dog. Thank y'all for tuning in, and shit, stay tuned in, you know?
This is a Big Heat podcast.
live life and be great. That's
it's easy to do good business. Remember that.